Hi everyone, in this occasion we're going to continue with the project. We're gonna try to make the fields of insertion, and also we're gonna try to make the schema, I mean the structure to the insertion to the database on MongoDB. We have done before an insertion, so this is going to be just kind of copying and nothing more, nothing very complicated. We have got on the delete, and I told you before that we are gonna test that actually we are showing the data that is in the database, because you may think that I am not showing what is in the database. You may think that what I'm showing is maybe just sample data or adjacent, but it's not like that. I am super honest. I mean, I like to be honest. What I am showing is from the data. Okay, so let's now create the field uh, um, that is going to be to insert a task. It is going to be two fields: the title of the task and the type of the task. We will also add another type of field. Is going to be a date time field, and it's going to add the time for the task to be completed. But that field is going to be added in another video, maybe tomorrow. Today, we're going to add only those two fields with a button that is going to say add. Okay, let's do it. First thing is that I'm going to put this on here on the left side for me to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go to the sum, then I'm going to go to htdocs, and let's see, apparently I have to put here cdc sum htdocs, and that's it. Now the student's assignment manager will clear this up and let's code. What I'm going to do is super simple. I'm going to try to let this get what I need. Okay, first thing first. Today I am not going to touch the server side. Today I'm going to work on the interface, which is the front side of this website, which means that I'm just going to add another field, and the field is going to be in the head. Okay, in the head here I'm going to put another row, just like that, like this. Look, I'm going to say tr td, and I'm going to say that inside of that td I want to create just an input, just like this. We say input type text, and I will put a name of, for example, title. If you see that my English sometimes is good and sometimes it's bad, it's because remember I am refining it with the time. Okay, name is going to be title or task title, and let's see, that's everything. Believe it or no, that's everything. We just close here like this, and now we have to make. If you see that in white color, that is normal. Okay, that's white, and that's white also here. Now I have to put a label. Let's put the label here. Label, and it's going to be title of the task. And I'm going to copy this CD again here. Why I'm going to copy the TD? TD is actually a field, and TR is a row. Each field corresponds to a row, but each field is usually on a column. So a row and a field together are always in a column. And when you count fields, you are usually counting columns. But if you wanna count a row, you are usually counting fields. That's something that is kind of difficult to understand, but I know that some of you will understand. Okay, the Adventist church. Interesting. I got a notification from my church. That's interesting. Let's put here type of the task. Type of the task and name task type. And that's it. Uh, Believe it or no, that's everything. Now, what we have to do is just to add the button that is going to add the task. And that button is even right here. You see this button that is down here? I'm going to just erase it from here. I mean, to cut it, and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to replace this and poof, that's everything. Now I just have to go to the MongoDB because remember that this database sometimes loses the IP, the connection, because the MongoDB database is a database that connects to our current IP, but our current IP sometimes is a random IP. You can make your IP fixed, but in my case, I don't like to have a fixed IP because if you don't know that, when you have a fixed IP, it makes weaker your computer. And that's another topic, and it is about security. But it's true. If you don't want to believe it, that's your decision. Or if you think that that is another thing, you can believe whatever you want. I just talk of what I know. Just like Jesus said, we talk of what we know and report of what we have seen. Okay, I'm going to go now to my uh, email on the cell phone, and on here I'm going to look for the code that is supposed to be sent to my email. I'm going to refresh only here, and I got here the code, and that's everything. Now I'm going to connect again my cell phone, but the cell phone, sorry, I was about to speak Spanish because the cell phone is charging, okay? After we go to the database, remember that it is as simple as just saying, I want this database to be connected to my current IP. And actually, apparently, it is connected because it is not asking me to do so. So let's try to make the connection. We're going to make a node. Let's go here, node index.js. Let's put this on the right, left side, and let's go here to the, let's say right, left side. Okay, let's go to the Chrome, and you will see that in here I have the title of the task and the type of the task, and also the button. It doesn't look very well, being honest. I don't like how it looks. It looks horrible. But at least this is working. And being honest, as it is night, so it is 8:56 p.m. I'm going to leave the video here. There is another thing that I told you that we were going to do, and it's the collections. Let's browse the collections, and here I'm going to add another task. Let's see, for example, that I did this one. Okay, I did it, but I want to review. Let's see. Let's go to tasks, students tasks, and let's add another task here. Let's clone this one, clone it, and here we are gonna change the ID to 3. And let's put that the type of this is going to be a sport, just like that. And to practice, for example, or not to practice, to make a little dance. That is something that I'm about to do right now when I finish this video. Today, to make a little dance. And that's everything. Um, Believe it or not, dancing is kind of a sport if you take it as a professional way. And being honest, I have kind of like the professional talent to dance. I don't have the instruction, which I would like to have, but I have the talent. So let's insert it just for you to see. I will insert it, and now I will refresh here, and you see that it's here. Look, the title is to make a little dance, and the type is sports. I can even erase this one over here that says stretch my legs because I made a video yesterday stretching myself and making Tai Chi, for example. And it's true, you can look for it on YouTube, I think, and even on Instagram is a part of it. I am going to eliminate it, and you can see that it is eliminated. So tomorrow we're gonna make the addition, which is not addiction. I said addition. Addition is to sum something to an array or to something that has a collection of data. We're gonna make an addition to the tuple that is located over there as a table. It looks as a table because it is like a primitive way for you not to get confused. When we finish the main functionality, we're gonna make this look much better. By the moment, this just looks like a maybe like a desktop application, and it's not bad. It's okay, but it would be better if it looks better. But the good looking for me is always to the end when you are practicing things that has to be with connection, API calls, endpoints, and all those things. You have to leave the cuteness to the end. It is like a baby. The baby, when it's born, is birth, it doesn't look very well. But after the 9 months of birth that usually they have, you put the rope over him. You obviously you give him a bath. You put the rope, the clothes, and it looks amazing. Same things happen with the application. If you are gonna make things that are deep, like connections to database, petitions, and to database that you don't know, it's good that you don't focus too much on cuteness or fancy things. You have to be humble enough to start with something that does not look like amazing. But if you are very good at making interfaces and you have the time and you are not like me that you are not studying, for example, French, English, and Portuguese, well, you have time enough to make a very nice looking interface. But even in your case, I recommend you to try to always be as more focused as possible. If you are a person that knows how to focus your time and limitate it in a good way, you will be growing slowly, maybe to the world. But there will be a moment that you will grow and the same world that said that you were not growing, they will have to recognize that you were growing and you grew. Just like my barber shop today told me, you are and you need to mature. But guess what? He likes to talk to me because he feels and he knows that I am a person that, in certain way, has certain maturity. So see you in the next video, and remember that Jesus Christ loves you, and He loves you as no one else. Bye bye.